have a clutch gear around there. Check it on now. Can't do it this way, it's not long enough. Alright, we gotta make sure it goes up through here and binds in like it's supposed to, so it'll be fine. We'll check it before we button roll it. Okay, now we gotta get the this kicker mechanism back in here. Gotta make sure that plate is back where it belongs on the inside. It's way back in there someplace. Somebody got a toolbox in it, I can't see. There it is. See down through here where you got a view from the side? Mm-hmm. So you got plates in there, you gotta make sure it's all the way up in there where it belongs. If it's not in there correctly, we got a problem. See like that, it popped down right there. See how we screwed that up for you by showing you? Now I gotta fix it, see. The way you fix it is you get a screwdriver or a little scribe, whatever it takes to get in there. Magnet, something. Got some better access would be better. And then pull it back in. And quit trying to show off anymore, quit doing it that way. Alright. Where is our gear? This is our gear. This is your stop in here, so you gotta make sure it's in the right spot. And if you notice the kicker right now over there is like over here. It's supposed to be up a little higher than that. So that means you gotta pick this thing up. I know you're helping over there, so I'm gonna go over and do it myself. Wrong spot. There it goes. Kicker in the right spot now?
Yep.
Yeah, amazing, huh? Alright, where's your lock at? One lock tab. That I had out of somewhere. Here it is. With the appropriate socket. Now I don't know why they put that little titty on there, but it goes out. Look at that. Alright, need some air. You gotta remember that's a real tall, real small thread and a big zip gun, so gotta be careful. That's not good. See how it doesn't move? So that tells me we probably got something wrong on the back side. It's not in the right spot. See how it bends it when you do it wrong? Hey, it works again. Looks like it goes in the right spot. We've got too much dirt in there. Whatever is working out. Now it works. See all that in play in there? That's a lot of in play. There's shims that go back there, take some of it out. you're going to put your springy over on here. This goes on here like this. Wrap the spring around. Get it up in that area. See, that won't go on because this is in the way, see. You have to go over here, move it, stick it on there, and do not get your finger caught in there, it hurts. Not that I've ever done that, of course. Now, if this comes out too far, it lets this drag on the back side of your clutch basket, which would be a bad thing. So what I do is I'm going to put this up on there. See how it's not hitting? There's the hub out. Let me make sure that doesn't hit on anything, so it's not hitting soon. And this should engage as soon as you get down. See how it's working? So everything works like it's supposed to. That's good. It's always a good sign. Let me pull this back off. We do something we didn't do yet. Called lubrication. You put things together dry, they reward you by sticking and making ungodly squeaking noises at the bikes when you first start it up. Let's see here. Trying to figure out I'm gonna get oil in this thing. Need some light oil. Put some nice air tool oil in there. That ought to be pretty thin. It disappeared. Put more of it down there. It still sounds dry, doesn't it? A little bit better. Now, if you don't have oil in this when you first start the bike up, after about 5 to 10 seconds, it'll start squeaking real loud. Shut the ignition off. Let it sit for about 10 seconds and start the bike up again. And as you start the bike up, all the oil here splashes everywhere and it drains into the bearing. I've had to do that up to 3 times on one bike before it quit squeaking. Then I ran it for about 30 seconds, shut it off, and let it sit for about 20, and then did it again. No more problems. Starting to sound like there's some oil in there now, so very important. Got to get stuff in there. I got the air tool oil because it's all full of chips. These are full of chips now. Not the eating kind either. Okay, we got grease in here. We got grease over there. We're kind of stingy on the grease out here on the outside. We're going to need it though. It goes right there where that lip is. So. Get a good layer in there. Alright, we'll do this again. Spin that around. Ugh. Okay, it's in there. Now we need to put a seal up over here. I see you were helping me over here, weren't you?
Trying to.
Yeah. You didn't put any grease on it though, did you?
Negative.
See, we didn't know grease on that seal, did we? Well, you could use motor oil too if you want. Now you got to beat that in with a hammer and a punch. You didn't bring that yet, did you?
Nope.
No. Oh well. We also need to get this lock tab on there before we forget. You didn't forget that, did you?
Didn't.
Perfect. Okay. Like that. I think that tab's getting kind of used. It might break off next time. And just to make sure, you do that. to make sure it doesn't break off. Pull on a little bit, make sure it doesn't break off. It's good. But next time you have to not be so cheap, have to buy a new clip. Now while we're at it, we got to fix this snap ring because you're too cheap to buy one of those too. See the big gap in there? So I'll make that a little bit smaller. See that? See how that one's now lower than this one? So we do the same thing on this one. Not too much, just a little bit. Okay. I'm going to squeeze it some more. Now they only squeeze until they touch you, so you got to put your fingernail in there and get them so they go behind each other. You can squeeze them a little bit further. Voila, we have a new clip. Cheap bastard. That goes in this clutch mechanism. Could use some of this grease too. Don't forget. We want grease in here for one reason only. What's that reason?
Ball bearings.
Yeah. So?
No squeak.
No.
No seize.
No.
No drag.
No.
So the ball bearings don't fall out.
There you go. I knew you were going to hit it eventually. Look at that. It's in oil. It don't matter. It'll get oil to it eventually. But we don't have the ball bearings fall out. See your snap ring pliers. There we go. These are going the wrong way. No, they're not. I'm going the wrong way. Now you got two sides. You got a smooth side, then a sharp side. Sharp side goes up because we don't want the snap ring to come out. If you got the smooth side, it can fall out. And it has to go in the groove too. Now, if you fail to squeeze that correctly, this would be loose on here. See how it's tight? We did a good job. Look at that, it goes up and down. The balls don't fall out. Amazing how that worked. I probably should check those threads before I did that, because you did work on this, didn't you? You know, one of those guys that stick all the threads up on me, not tell me, did you?
Mm-mm.
Good. Yeah, it doesn't go in there quite that easy though. I'll have to get the right size screwdriver, but all right, good. You didn't screw that up too bad. Looks good. Good job.
Yes.
See, not total loss. All right, we fixed. See, we bounced all over the place. I wasn't working on last when I got interrupted. I was doing something important too. Oh, punching a hammer. Don't forget to put the seal in the crank. Maybe we get a punch. I'm not praying down here. I'm going to beat the crap out of the seal. All right, we want to use a big enough punch to hit on the seal and not just push a hole through it. There, right in. There's a snap ring. We won't be beating on the snap ring. Let's get the piece behind the snap ring. If you get close up on it, you can see in there. You can probably see better than me. If you get closer, the snap works better. So you can see how the seal's flush with the steel insert now. You also see that we put the seal in the correct direction and not backwards. That helped too. Maybe we should just hold that before we did it. Oh well. You'll have to watch some other video when we do seals, see how we did that correctly. All right, let's see, chain shoe. Now this one it looks like a pile of crap. It's actually good. So where's that other thing we had in here? This expensive racing part here does not work good for street bikes. What'd you do that chain we had in here?
It's in the box.
Made it nice and knotty, didn't it?
Makes it nice and knotty.
This probably makes noise too when it goes. I know my bike does.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing that doesn't do, it doesn't chew up like this. It chews up the chain instead. That's a tight bolt. Yeah, it works. Good. All right. Bolt. Lock washers. See what happens to lock washers when you tighten them down? They're no longer lock washers. Junk box. We don't need lock washers. We use Loctite around here. There's another one. Now see, that one hasn't been totally crushed yet. We're not going to use it anyway. Harley's going to get mad at us now. Now we want to make sure these don't bottom out against the crank in here, because these actually going to hit the flywheel and knock it out of true. It makes all kinds of noise when it starts turning too. Not that I've ever seen that done, of course. So, what we do is we put this in here. Where's the 9/16 at?
I know exactly where it is.
Right where you left it?
Yeah.
Toolbox where I can find it. I'm going to block your view over here. Okay, the threads are getting tight right here. That's pretty tight. So you notice how we're a little bit, we're not quite this much distance here. So that means we're going to have to do something about that. This bolt's too long. It looked like it was pretty long. So we're going to have to get a new bolt, because that's way too long. I'm thinking this one here might be alright over here though. Nope, same length. Don't work either. Okay, I'm gonna give him a couple shorter bolts. What am I doing? What a dumb shit. That'd be me. New bolt goes on the bottom. Old bolt goes on the top. Tight. Tight. That's way too long. Okay, so see how that one there is right at the limit of that one? So that will tighten down against that. And this one's too long, so I'm going to have to get two of this length. This has two pieces to go together, but it was still more than we had there. Now if you just start cramming these things in there, there might have been some issues. Like I said, there is a crankshaft behind these holes. Not to mention part of a case that can get damaged if you start jamming a bolt in the bottom of a hole and trying to split it out. You know how these things were popping out up here? Same thing happens in there. Yeah, get that one out. Take it tight right there. And see how that one's just going to get tight, see? So that'll work. You get two brand new bolts. Alright. These are grade 5 bolts. These are Harley bolts, which are probably grade 5, but they're not marked. If they're just laying a bolt bin somewhere, you wouldn't know how good they were. Okay, so that's all ready to go. Good. One thing we could do or not do is up to you, is we can check to see if our sprockets are aligned with each other. It's over there. Which means I got to put this on and off twice. So let me check it or not check it?
Let's check it.
You want to check it?
Yeah. Safe than sorry.
Why? Everything else did work perfectly so far.
Because it's a flawless machine.
Of course. Looks good though. That is an extremely sharp sprocket there.
Now, is that good or bad?
Well, we get that nice new seal in there. So I would rather not burr it up by putting that nice razor sharp edge on there. So we're going to go over here to the grinding bench. We're going to attempt to file that a little bit because these are heat treated. Like this hard as hell. So that means we have to grind it. So we can't file it, so we're going to just slightly sand it. I'm just taking that sharp leading edge off. See a little radius under. Oops. Too much speed. So you have to be going wide open to cut. Okay, so now you got a nice radius and not a sharp edge on there anymore. So we won't tear up our new seal.